Hello everybody, jimmyispromo here, back again with another awesome video, and today I'm going to talk about what is on my smartphone. So what exactly do I use on my Samsung Galaxy Note 8? What's the applications I use? What's some of the games that I play? What's some of the settings that I do? Also, maybe what is some of the accessories or products that I use with the Samsung Galaxy Note 8? So first off, let me talk about this one here just to kind of get out of the way. This is the Staedtler digital pen. I will have a link below the video inside the description if you guys are interested in this, but this is what I use instead of using the S Pen that is locked into the bottom of the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. So granted, there is no S Pen button. This one I still love to use when I am doing any type of drawing or writing. This usually just sits right above my ear for me just to kind of pull out at any point in time and go into my Samsung Notes and then jot down some stuff. Also, the other product that I did review in the past as well that I use with the Galaxy Note 8 is the Samsung DeX. So I plug this into an extra monitor or TV that you have inside your house. It's all done via the HDMI. It turns literally your phone into basically a Chromebook. It turns it into a laptop, and it's everything that is, literally stored on the phone that is going to be popping up onto your computer screen. Now, two other products that I use extremely fast. The reviews are coming extremely quick for these ones. So this one is the PowerPeak fast wireless charging pad that I use. This one is actually here in my YouTube studio, and so this is what I use as my go-to wireless charging pad. It charges it as the fast charge speed. And so that video will be coming up extremely quick, so make sure you guys subscribe to this channel so you guys can see a more in-depth review of that. And then this one right here is the Godox LED M32. This one right here and this one, I will have both of these linked in the description below the video if you're interested in either of these two. And this one I've already reviewed here in the past, so you guys are probably more than likely already used to seeing this link. But I love this one because really fast, this is a light that you can attach to your phone. You can either make it brighter or you can also make it a little bit more dim in order for you to take better shots at night. You can also use it as a tool for YouTube. So if I bring this up, I can illuminate my setting just a little bit better, and it also has a clip. And the nice thing about this one is that you can clip this onto your smartphone. You can change the setting really fast when you turn on this little red light. What it's going to do is it's going to notice whenever your little LED flash on your phone flashes, this will also flash at a pretty bright light, so then it takes a better image at night. So again, make sure you guys stay tuned for the review of this product right here. This will also be coming up here pretty quick, but these are the two different products that will be listed below the video inside the description if either of these two are something you guys are interested in. Now, on my very front page over here, I do have my weather widget. I'm going to have two different note takings on the very top right hand side. I do have my little Google search bar right here, and I did make it small. So some people don't know that you can change the size. All you have to do is just press and hold on it, and then you can extend it or make it smaller. I just like mine to be small right over here, because really what I use this one for is just by hitting that little search icon right there, just so I can speak into my phone to maybe search for the nearest restaurant, which is usually the main search that I do with this little Google search icon. Now, if you don't have this Galaxy Essentials widget, I do highly suggest that you put this somewhere on any type of a screen, because when you open up this little widget, this is all the different applications that is made primarily for not only Samsung, but a lot of these are also made primarily for a Galaxy device of the Note series because of the S Pen. Now, if you don't know where to find your widgets, just go to any part of the screen, press and hold on it. As long as there's nothing there, click on widgets, and then you'll just want to go through here and just search for Galaxy Essentials. And then once you find Galaxy Essentials, you just want to press and hold on it, and then drag it over into any of the screens that you want it to be at. Now, since I already have it on there, I just went up there and I hit on cancel. And so that is how you'd be able to get your other widget for the Galaxy Essentials to find all the different applications you would also like to download. And I guess really quick, this right here, this little widget, this counting number here, this one's actually checking out and giving me the number of all the different YouTubers or the subscribers I have on my channel. So anytime I get a new one, there will be a new one that's added. So this one's also a widget, and the application that I'm using for that one is called Live Counts. And so if I move over to this application, again, this is also on the Play Store for free. It's just called Live Counts. It's a way that if you're a YouTuber, this is a really good tool to not only discover other people, but you can also set up favorites. You can turn on little notification sounds. You can also make it ding or ring at you, give you a notification in your notifications bar when your favorite YouTuber or even yourself is getting closer to a mile marker. So I have mine set up to give me a note or a little ding when I am 100 subscribers away from 78,000 subscribers. So that one is right there, just called Live Counts. It's a way that I like to really only just have this widget. Now, how I really watch all my different subscribers that I'm getting is through Chrome with a website that is called Social Blade. Now, that's going to be a different future video giving you more tools as a YouTuber that I'm probably going to do earlier next year. Below that, we're going to see this little game launcher. So these are the games that I play. So the game launcher that Samsung has, you definitely want to turn this thing on because you can see a whole bunch of different options. You can see my games. You can see what games I play all the time. So you can actually see that I'm playing this game called Toon Blast for quite a bit of the time. I also have Pokemon Go still. I just turned this one on and started playing it recently just because Gen 3 came out. Toy Blast was one I used to play a little bit. So right here, this is just a couple of the games, but really what I do most of the time is Toon Blast. It's just a game I'm stuck with. My mother and my sister both play this game. We're on a team trying to see how high we can get. This Draconius Go thing, I'm not a big fan of it. More than likely I'm going to delete it. And then the Score Hero, this is a really fun soccer game. This is a game that I reviewed in the past, which is a fun game to play with the S Pen and the Galaxy Note series, so you can be extremely accurate when you're shooting the soccer ball. And then Mario Run is usually for my son. And then this Bricks Breaker puzzle was really fun for a while. I played this thing nonstop for probably a couple weeks, getting as high as I can. And then the Minesweeper, I mean, just a normal, kickback type of old game I love to play on the old computers. So I have the Minesweeper King. So let's go over to Toon Blast really fast, I guess, just because it is a game that I do love to play. It's one that if at any point in time I have a free extra minute, I go in there. I am on level 381, but it doesn't work with the S Pen. So I'm going to go over inside of here. You hit on play, and really all it is the more blocks that you get together, the better. So and then it's also a way to knock everything away. So you want to have anything that is 2 and above. If you're able to get any of these that is maybe like 5, then you get a rocket. If you get up to like, I think 7 or 8, then it's going to be a bomb. But you can see that there's several things here. So this is a jar that's inside of a cage. When I hit this, now that is gone. I have to hit it one more time, then it opens up in the jelly, and then somehow I have to hit it one more time to break the jelly. So it's a game very similar to the other game that I have downloaded on here, which is Toy Blast, but I'm just a bigger fan of this Toon Blast game. So heading out of the games on here, I did put on the gallery, YouTube, Allo, which anytime that anybody talks about, let's say maybe iMessage or they talk about FaceTime or something, well, this one right here is a good substitute for that because Allo is a way that it is a chat service that works on any phone. It could be with any manufacturer, so you can have either an iPhone or you can also have a Samsung. You can be on any carrier, you can be on a mobile network, you could be on Wi-Fi, you could be on anything, you could be in any country. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just a normal chat service. And my hopes is that in the future, maybe in about 2 or 3 years, Google insists, hopefully on all Androids and even iOS, that Allo and Duo are the 2 applications that's preloaded on every single phone. So then you're not limited to having iMessage talking to other iMessage folks. Also FaceTime, you're not limited to only FaceTimers. This is a way that you'd be able to talk to any phone in the world and not be limited, have no glass ceiling whatsoever. That is one of the things I love about Allo as well as Duo. Now Duo, if you have the Samsung phone, it will be probably put into your Google folder, and Duo is the video chat. So this is what I use as my video chat, which is Duo, D-U-O, and then the normal chat service will be Allo. So these are the 2 different things that I use when I am communicating with all my friends and family. And then over here is a folder for tools. I basically just put in my tools. It's going to be clock, calendar, the calculator, reminder, my A1 SD bench so I can test SD cards, and then my Share Apps application. This is free, that's on the Play Store. You want to make sure when you're searching for Share Apps, you want to find the red icon. But then the big one is probably going to be my Everyday folder. Inside the Everyday folder is going to be your normal Facebook and Snapchat, PayPal, the Play Music. Here's the Samsung Music, so this is the application I downloaded from the Galaxy App Store. I also have the Instagram, here's my Outlook, Gmail, everything else, Twitter, here's the Nest. And then really what I use when I listen to music will be Amazon Music. So I don't really use Play Music, I don't use anything else. I just open up Amazon Music and then that's how I'm able to listen to it. So I just pretty much open this up. I kind of already will have something that was previously listened to. And when I pull it up, it's just going to open up the very last playlist that I was listening to, and I just hit on play and then I'm good to go. Super easy, super simple. And then if you have yourself a Google Chromecast or anything else, you're going to definitely have the Google Home application. So I do have that one. And then also Bitmoji. So you got to have Bitmoji if you're going to be sending, all these cool different Bitmojis to anybody else. Really what I do is I just kind of go through here. I go through search. I find different categories. Whenever I find one, I'll hit it and then I'll just share it via whatever I need to send it to. So that one's always a fun way to communicate with people. So we talked about this little widget up here. We also talked about this widget here. Here is where I've made the shortcut from the device maintenance, so I can be able to maintain my device, close anything that's already been opened, and so on and so forth. Also, here's my tests. So this is how I test the phones. It's going to be the Antutu benchmark as well as the Geekbench 4. Now this next one is a pretty big one. This one is how I learn every single thing I know about Samsung and any other company. It's called AppyGeek. And then once you go up inside of here, now once you have AppyGeek open, you'd be able to go on the very bottom, hit that little plus icon. This is where you can add in all your different topics. So if you want to listen or learn anything about Facebook, music production, you'd be able to go over into the hot topics, so you can learn about CEOs, PC, most wanted. Here's iOS, social media. Here's all the general stuff. You got science, Silicon Valley, Google Play. You also have Apple. Here's Samsung. So when you kind of go through here and you figure out exactly what you would like to use or look at, you can see here that this is top stories. Here's all news. And then this right over here is going to be Samsung. So when you click inside of this little box, any article that's talking about Samsung, everything will be inside of here. Now, all of this here you can see is going to be white and then a dark black. So if I was to click on this Android Authority article, when I go on back, you can see that this one is now grayed out and not as dark. So again, you can see this one's darker. That means that once it is lightened up, that means it's letting you know, hey, you've already read and updated with these articles. Now, these things come extremely fast. So this one was from 2 hours ago. This article was 1 hour ago. This one was 17 hours ago. But you'll notice that if you're to probably go over into, top stories or all news, it's probably going to be something that's like 2 minutes ago, 1 minute ago, 5 minutes ago. This one's 17 minutes ago. So you can really read everything that is extremely up to date. So a question you may have is exactly what are all of the content providers? So if you're to hit on this plus icon and then go to the very top right hand side, there's this little icon. This is going to show you all the different content providers on there. So if there's a few of them that you don't want to read, so if there's things I don't want to read about in Tampa, Washington, or the Charlotte Observer, you can actually deselect those and then you wouldn't have to read those. But there's so many different content providers. It's not like you're just going into, 2 or 3 different websites or downloading 2 or 3 different applications to get anything and everything you need. You can see that there's categories here that has more and more and more that just keeps going on and on. So there's so many different content providers that is giving you your news. So this is how I'm able to keep up with all the different news that's happening in the world, usually inside of the mobile industry. Now, if you're a YouTuber, then you're going to definitely have this YouTube Studio application. Now, the application is great. It's letting you know, and it breaks down everything. You can check out your overview, revenue, discovery, audience. You can see what's happening, how many views you're getting, what's the average you get every 48 hours. Here's your watch time. What about the views? So now you can check out what it is for the last 28 days. So I've had 1.2, almost 1.3 million views in the last 28 days. Let's look at November. I'm at a little over 1.3 million views for November. And then here's December already. So we're about 11 days in, and I'm sitting a little over 500,000 views so far, which is great. So thank you for everybody who has subscribed and keep on watching my channel. But yeah, so this is a huge one that you guys will be able to check out so you can really keep up with everything. And I got a feeling that also, again, early next year, I'm going to go over all the tools of being a YouTuber. I'm also going to probably give some information and details that a lot of people would love to know about YouTubers. But I'm not going to share that yet this year. I'm going to do that probably next year as the channel just gets a little bit larger. Now, moving on, I will have a meme generator, because who doesn't generate and create memes? Also have WhatsApp. Here is the Excel sheets. Fandango. Fandango is a perfect way that you'd be able to find all the different movies around you, and you'd also be able to purchase your tickets in advance. So then this way, when you go there, you just type in a confirmation code, and then you're just not waiting in line to purchase anything. Mobizen, this is a way that it's an application I use to download the video content inside of the Samsung Gear VR. And I also have the specific Mobizen headset that is able to record the internal sound card quality sound, which not many people have. So that's how I'm able to create videos inside the Samsung Gear VR that not many other people are able to. Here's the Cortana mic, and then Cortana, because I do have a Windows PC, so those are all connected. Here is Zoom. It's another way that you'd be able to do a video chat that's a little bit more businessy than using the Google Duo application. This is perfect to have several different people inside of a meeting. Instead of doing it through a phone call, you can do it through a video chat. Another application I love to check out once in a while is going to be Woot. Woot is another one of those applications that you can check out some really good deals on a whole bunch of different stuff. You can check out bestsellers. You can browse through different things. It's just a way to check out what other applications are shooting off other deals. So Woot has some really good deals. You guys got to check out Woot if you've never been able to yet. Another one is going to be ThinkGeek. ThinkGeek is also on the Play Store. It's also for free. And if you're definitely a nerd, this one is going to be an application for you. More than likely, you already know about it, and it's a way that you'll be able to check out a whole bunch of different stuff. Then I'll also have the Shop Samsung app that's right over here. This is a way you can check out all the different daily deals and all the different weekly deals. Xbox, if you guys want to add me on Xbox, my gamer tag is jimmyispromo. Navbar apps, this is the one that we've talked about from before. You've probably already seen this video. This is how I'm able to change the color of my navigation bar. It's also a way that I'd be able to have my little equalizer on the very bottom of my screen. So I'm listening to music or watching YouTube videos or anything else, I'll have a little equalizer on the bottom of my device. Now again, if you want to learn more about this video, I do have a previous video just a few days ago talking about this, which is unleashing the equalizer on the Galaxy Note 8. Then here's NoteBuddy. NoteBuddy is what I use for when I am setting up the sounds of my S Pen, so I can change the sounds to pretty much any sound that I want. Here's AZ Screen Recorder, so if really fast I need to record something, maybe for my mom if she needs to learn how to do something on the Galaxy Note 8. I literally just hit on the AZ Screen Recorder, and then I'm going to hit on this little circle over here. I hit on record, and it just records my screen. A lot of times people also use this. I know that a few people will use it maybe when they're playing a game and they want to share it on YouTube or share it on Facebook. They just use the AZ Screen Recorder. This one I've used a lot and throughout the last several years. So if you're looking for something that is stable, this is a very good one. And then we also have Loopsy. So Loopsy is a pretty fun application. It's a way that you'd be able to take a picture and everything will be still, but you're able to keep maybe one thing moving. And so Loopsy is a free application you can download to do that. So here's an example of what Loopsy can do. So everything is completely still. This is so stupid, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's a way to kind of create a little GIF. And the only thing that's really moving in this entire image is this little small baby area, which is my lips. And this was done and made by Loopsy. So that's pretty much the gist of the entire phone, of all the different applications that I kind of use on a daily basis. Hopefully it's not as boring to a lot of you guys. But I do have, let's talk about a little bit more of the settings. So I do have my Bixby Home still here. My Bixby key is turned off. And if I was to go over into the settings, what I do have turned on over here is going to be my Bixby voice. So then this way I'd be able to press and hold on that button, and I'm able to speak into the application to do many things, which a lot of the times what I'm using it for lately is going to be using if I was to call somebody. So I'll just say call Brett or whoever it may be, so I'd be able to get that call across. Now on the very top, some of the different settings that I do have, I am connected to the Samsung Gear S3. I guess that was one thing I did not talk about at the very beginning of the video, but I have the Samsung Gear S3. This is the classic, and I also purchased a different Samsung band that I use with that one as well too. So I do have my Gear S3 that is connected, and I have my Wi-Fi connected on as of right now since I am at home. Because I am shooting some of my YouTube videos, I sometimes bring my brightness down just a little bit so it doesn't flood out the entire screen. And I also do have my Bluetooth turned on all day. Here's my screen rotation. When I pull it down twice over here, I do have my blue light filter turned on. For the blue light filter, I do have this one as a custom schedule, and it starts at 9 o'clock. So at 9 o'clock, this thing turned over into the blue light filter mode. And then at 7 o'clock in the morning, the very next day, this thing will be turned off. Now I do also have my secure folder that is turned on, and so this is used to keep a couple work documents secured and safe from pretty much almost anybody's eyes, but I really don't use it for anything else. I don't use the power saving. I don't want to have it to be kind of sluggish and slow. When you do power saving, it kind of slows your phone down just a little bit, so I have that thing turned off. I also opened up and unlocked this little cat game where I'd be able to find all these different cats. It's a long story, but I do have a video in the past talking about exactly what this is. And then I also have my always on display turned on. My edge lighting is also turned on. And then the sync, pretty much the do not disturb, the phone visibility, and everything else. Everything else is all pretty much turned off. And then a couple other things that I do with my settings is that I do head over into the settings icon and I unlock the developer options. Once I unlock the developer for options. I do scroll on down, and you're going to notice where it has the animation scale. So the window animation scale, the transition animation scale, and the animator duration scale. I have all of these set to 0.5. Really all it does is, let's say that I move my animation scale to 5. You saw how fast it was able to go away, and then now when this thing popped up, it came really slow. If I put it back at the 0.5, you can still see it's going back slow, but because it's now at the 0.5, all my windows are going to be extremely fast. So this is one way that I make my phone go just a little bit faster than the average everyday Samsung device. So I hope you guys have liked this video. Make sure you guys give this thing a huge thumbs up. Also hit on subscribe below the video, or you can go right over here, hit this little red circle. You can subscribe that way as well. And make sure you share this video with your friends and family and all over your different social media sites so we can get this jimmyispromo YouTube channel just a little bit larger. And outside of that, I will see you guys later.